second language, you're doing so much more than just learning words, grammar, or broadening your linguistic skills. It enables you to communicate with so many more people and even enhances your cognitive abilities. In my audience analysis, I asked, have you ever taken any second language learning class? About 3/4 of the class have taken Spanish or German 1 or 2, and about 1/4 of the class have either taken something else or not at all. I know that most of the time we don't take language classes out of interest, but to meet a credit requirement. I'm credible to give this speech because I personally speak a second language and have researched many credible sources to provide the best information on why you should learn a second language. In my persuasive speech, I will be persuading you on why early childhood to our age now is the best time to learn a second language and how it improves your cognitive health. I hope to motivate all of you to pick up a foreign language. Second to your physical health is your cognitive health. Taking care of your brain is just as important as taking care of your body as you age. Learning a second language has been proven to improve your cognitive health as you age. Language learning when you're children is very easy, but that doesn't mean you can't make an effort later in life. Dementia is a cognitive disease that affects your memory, that can come with aging, and affects the gray matter in your brain. Anna Kokwitz and Jim King conducted a study on how language learning later in life positively impacts the gray matter in your brain. They studied the structure of Swedish adults' brains as they were learning Italian. Ezra Agu states in his article, Second Language Learning in Late Adulthood, Benefits and Challenges, they concluded that the gray matter in your brain was positively impacted by studying the language, making that part of your brain more active. Foreign language learning can promote healthy cognitive aging and may engage a larger brain network than other forms of cognitive training. Cognitive health isn't only about your memory. It also includes things like a positive mental outlook and being socially involved. Learning a second language can benefit both of these aspects. Aguza also states that second language learning also contributes to learners' emotional and social well-being, and additionally helps individuals to create new social networks. Being able to communicate with more people does nothing but help you, especially when you're working in a job that involves you to communicate with lots of people that come from different backgrounds like customer service. Chang-Yang Wu, in his article, Grit and Second Language Learning Engagement, the Mediating Role of Affect Balance explains this topic. He describes grit as the constant perseverance towards long-term goals. He has done research that attributes grit has a positive correlation with second language learning. Language learning can have a positive effects on your mindset. Having a positive growth mindset and being able to understand and fix your mistakes is crucial while language learning. If you develop this attribute while attempting to learn a language, it can be extremely beneficial to other aspects of your life. Wu also states that second language learning can transfer to other domains and promote personal growth. Consistency is also key when trying to learn a new language. Even though language learning is beneficial at any time, now I will explain why the best time to learn is when we are younger. Language learning starts as young as infancy. Infants can pick up languages through predictable patterns in speech, which are sounds, and this only grows as we get older, but obviously as we get older, it's more like words and sentence structures. Kai-Wen Chang conducted a study in his article, Impact of Second Language Learning in Cognitive Aging. He studied Polish adults studying English from ages 55 to 68. He concluded that general problems with aging, such as hearing and vision loss and memory, can affect your ability to learn a second language. As we age, our cognitive abilities decline, especially memory. He also states that higher cognitive development can have a different effect on learning, which is why it is important to keep up with it. Children tend to have very short attention spans, which makes them perfect for language learning. He says this is also known as the less is more hypothesis. According to this hypothesis, limited cognitive abilities in children are advantageous when learning a complex combinatorial system, such as human language, because children focus on smaller linguistic elements. When we are younger, we can pick up on patterns, focus on smaller portions, and with the help of a teacher, we can eventually make this something more complex. Every language has a kind of rhythm. Children are very good at picking up on these rhythms, whereas adults tend to focus on more smaller parts and try to pick up on things like that. If you want the best chance of becoming fluent, you need to start as early as possible. Even if you decide to learn later in life, it's better late than never. Now I will talk about possible solutions to drawbacks that I was made aware of while preparing for this speech. Most people get a sense of humiliation when attempting something that they are not good at. This also applies to learning a new language from scratch. Humiliation can hold back learners and draw them away from wanting to learn altogether. To oppose this, apps like Duolingo can be used, or any other language learning app. Sung Hee-jin conducted a study in her article, Speaking Proficiency, Effective Effects in EFL, Blogging as a Social Media Integrated Activity. She took two groups of students. One group vlogged, their days or things they liked, or and they posted them onto a social media app where other students could comment and just give them feedback. And then she took another group where they did this in person, talking to other people. She concluded that the group that was doing more online activities had more improvement when it came to their speaking anxiety. So apps like Duolingo or any other online app take away from the more face-to-face aspect and can be a good alternative. She says, and similar social media-based activities into language instruction is strongly supported by evidence of reduced anxiety. Kathleen Stein-Smith, in her article, Foreign Language Classes Becoming More Scarce, she speaks about students' motivations to learn a second language. In any activity, a good mindset can take you a long way. She says, despite all the reasons to learn a foreign language, there has been a steep decline in foreign language instruction in the U.S., in U.S. colleges and universities. Learning a language is a long-term goal. Positive emotions from the perspective of positive psychology play a positive role in second language learning. Keeping interest and having a positive mindset can drastically improve how well and quickly you learn a language. In my speech, I explained how second language learning can improve your cognitive health, can improve communication, as well as combat foreign language speaking anxiety and lack of motivation. As we go through life, communication is very important to how we relate to the world around us. Embracing a second language is more than just adding a skill, it's about making your life more connected. Thank you for listening to this speech.